Hi everyone, I hope everybody's doing well. Nothing but love from this channel. If you guys want to learn how to make these tres leches strawberry cheesecake mini cups, please stay tuned, show some love, hit the like button, subscribe. Alright guys, so let's get started. So I'm gonna start by putting all my dry ingredients in one bowl. I am going to leave the recipe in the description below so you guys can try yourselves. And if you do try it, let me know how it went. Let me know how you like it, how you love it. So I'm adding my flour, baking powder, and a little bit of salt to this bowl. And we're going to mix it very well and leave it aside for the next step. Alright guys, once that's done, set that aside and you're going to need 2 clean bowls for the next step. Okay guys, so now we're going to separate our eggs. And in this case, well, it's best if you have your eggs room temperature, although the egg yolk breaks fairly easy when they're warm, so just be careful with that. And if you get a little bit of egg yolk in your egg white, it's totally fine. You know, I've heard a myth before where they say that if you get a little bit of egg yolk in your egg whites, and it won't beat the same way and it won't fluff the same way, but that's not true. It's okay, and if you can get it out, that's fine too, but if not, it's more egg, don't worry about it. Okay, so here I am finishing up my eggs. So once you're done with that, I always start with my egg yolks, and that's the first thing I beat with 1 cup of sugar. And I always find it's best to add it gradually, because I have tried before to mix everything together at once, and honestly, it's not the best technique. But slowly you add the sugar and you'll see the color change in your egg, and you even feel the stiffness of it, and it becomes like a really good consistency, and it helps your dough a lot. So when you go and you see the color changed already, and you see the tracks that it leaves when I'm blending it, it's beautiful. Once you're done with that, you're gonna go with your egg whites, and also this one's gonna be mixed with 1/4 cup of sugar. And the same technique, you know, slowly, and add the sugar little by little. You know, don't rush it. Take your time, you know, until you see it change, until you see stiff peaks coming out and it's not runny anymore. You should be good. Honestly, I love beating egg whites. I love how it becomes, the texture of it. You know, you can almost eat it just like that. It looks like little clouds. But please don't eat it. Okay, so here I am finishing up my egg whites. They should look very, very stiff, and you see all the tracks that my mixer leaves because it's ready. See that? It stays there and it's very stiff. It looks gorgeous. Okay, so I usually preheat my oven to 350 degrees at this point. Alright, so now I'm getting ready to add my egg yolk mix into my dry ingredients. And I try to mix as well as I can to get everything really incorporated before I add any more wet ingredients. So just make sure you mix very well. And I know it is a little bit tough at the beginning because, you know, the flour and the egg mix are very thick. Both are very thick, so it's hard, but keep mixing. And as soon as you feel it getting a little bit softer and easier to mix, then you go ahead and you add in your butter and then your milk, and keep mixing until you feel a very good consistency, very easy to move, that it's not so tough. And you can also use a whisk if you like, or any other tool that you have in the kitchen that would help you mix this easier for you. But so here I am now adding my butter and my milk, and this is gonna make it easier to whisk or to move around, just because, you know, the liquid helps this batter just move around. So make sure you mix very well before the next step. And you want to see a very like gooey consistency, like very, it moves a lot and it's not stiff at all. Okay, so here we're getting closer to our desired consistency, which see it comes down very easy. It drips, it doesn't stay, it's not stiff, and that's really what you want to see. So once you get that consistency, we're gonna get ready to add in our egg whites, where you're gonna be very careful and you're only gonna fold very gently. Keep folding it until you see no more egg whites, but you have to be very, very careful, please. This is like, you need this for your cake to be so fluffy and airy, because you want the milk to be able to run in through your bread and, be like a sponge. Your bread is a sponge for your milk. So this is where I added my vanilla extract, and I kept mixing very well. Don't forget to mix it gently, to fold it in. I rub down the little lumps lightly and then keep folding in. Just fold, fold, fold away until you get that mix and you see there's no more egg whites and your batter is runny. It's so fluffy, but it's still very runny. And it looks beautiful, honestly. And it's very easy to move. You see this consistency is already ready. Now I'm almost ready to put it to bake. So you see that consistency, how it just comes down? That's what you want to see. You want to see it just come down from your spatula. Okay, so this is the pan that I'm using, a cupcake pan. It's my favorite one because it's the perfect size for the cup that I'm using. So you can use any one you like, or even bake a pan and break them up and, make just pieces of it in your cup. However you would like to do it, however you think it looks best. But this is how I like to make it. So here I'm filling up the pan, and I spread it down with a little bit of butter, and then I spread it down with the ready oil with flour in the baking oil. So you can use whatever you like. You can use flour if you like there, or you can use liners, but I don't like to use liners because I don't like the print that it leaves, and it won't look as pretty in the cup because the cup is see-through. So honestly, possibilities are endless. Do however you like it. I also made a cake. So here I am spraying down my pan, and I used about half of the batter for that cake. And for the cupcakes, you can make about 24 with one batch. That's how much I make with the amount that I scoop in, which is about 1 scoop. And it all depends on the size that you like. I also made some waffles, which came out delicious. Here I am adding them on and just do a normal thing. So you can make a lot of things with this batter. It doesn't only have to be bread or cake. See, I'm making waffles with this. You can make anything you like. And they look so pretty. And they absorb very well, just as well as the cupcakes do and the bread does. Guys, I forgot to mention, my cupcakes, I bake them for about 10 to 12 minutes or until the toothpick comes out clean. And then my waffles will, I also make them and then let them cool down if you guys want to do waffles. Or if you make pancakes as well, those will be very good. I also tried making some waffles with fresh strawberries in them, and they were actually better than the regular ones. I don't know what it is, but strawberry just made them delicious. So So yeah, guys, I know that you guys are not here to watch me make waffles, but I was really excited about this part that I was able to make waffles. And I actually made a bunch of these and I gave them out to my customers so they can try, and honestly, they were very satisfied with them. They loved them. And I have family members that live here with me too, and they can't get enough of them. I'm gonna make some this weekend as well. So these are the strawberry ones I made, and honestly, these were better than the plain ones. I don't know if I might make some cupcakes with strawberries in them as well and see how that comes out. Might be delicious. So here you guys go. This is my stack of waffles. Okay, so now my cupcakes are ready. I'm pulling them out. They're very hot. Be careful. And I take them out, but do you see how fluffy that is? It's like a little sponge. It looks so delicious. So I take them out, spread them out, and let them cool down. And here I am making the second batch, which should be enough. So one batch should be enough to make 24 of these little cups. And honestly, guys, I think it's very inexpensive to make these. And it's very easy. And, you guys should really try it. I really recommend it. So here is my bread. I just took it out of the oven. It's very hot. So you do have to make sure that everything cools down before you add in your milk. Okay, so now I'm making my milk mixture. I'm using condensed milk, evaporated milk, and heavy cream for my 3 milks. I don't know why, I just love how it comes out with heavy cream. I feel like the consistency is very thick, but also very delicious because it feels different from if you used regular milk. So I don't know, try it with both and then tell me which one you like better. I really would like to hear that. So here I am. So this is just the brands that I found near me. This is what I used. You can use whatever brand you like, whatever is easier for you. So I use my condensed milk can to measure my heavy cream, and that's what I add, and then I mix it very well, making sure that the condensed milk isn't sitting at the bottom. I usually let it cool down in the fridge for a little bit. Meanwhile, my breads are cooling down because I like to have all of them ready before I start decorating them or adding them to the cup. And I did add a little bit of vanilla. That gives it a really good flavor. So like I said, you have to mix very well. So I'm using my whisk to just incorporate it together. So yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think. So I would say try it with regular milk and then try it with heavy cream. And let me know which one you like best, because I've tried both, but I prefer heavy cream. Okay, so now once you're done mixing, put it in the fridge for as long as you need to. You can let your breads cool down overnight if you like, but I would rather add the milk before I do that. So here my bread is cooled down. I'm poking holes through it so that the milk can make its way through my sponge. And you guys can use whatever you guys like. I'm using a fork because it doesn't make the holes so big. But you can use a toothpick, you can use a knife, whatever you like. And I added about 3 cups of my milk mixture in there. And I believe that was fine. Just make sure you cover all the corners. Make sure you cover the center. Make sure you're going through all your holes. And you'll see that it goes right in there. So it's sitting there, but once you let it cool, it will absorb all that and you won't even notice it has milk in it. Okay, so these are the little cups that I am using. I actually found these in the Dollar Tree. And just make sure you clean them very well before you use them. But same technique, you're going to poke holes through your little breads and put them in your cup. And the same thing, you're going to add milk in there, and I would say let your cups rest for about an hour with the milk mixture in there before you start decorating, because if you start decorating right away, the milk that's sitting on top will mix with the strawberries and with the cheesecake mix. So You see that? So I'm putting it in there and it looks so cute. I love this. I love how these cups look. So now I'm going to add the milk mixture. I'm using the same amount that I used for the bread. It's just 1 scoop. If you want to make it extra wet, then you can add a little bit more. Just make sure you make a little bit more mixture because you will need it. The mixture I made is enough exactly for the batch that I'm giving you. So look at that. So you're gonna let this rest for about an hour so that the milk is absorbed. And I'm doing the same thing with my waffles. So this one's done with strawberries. This one I'm adding 2 scoops just to make sure it's really extra wet. And trust me, you guys need to try the waffles. They're delicious. I also top those sometimes with the strawberries and the cheesecake. But here I am making my samples for my customers, which I love and I appreciate. I haven't gotten any complaints yet, so guys, try this and let me know what you think. Okay, guys, so I had a few extra slices of bread, so I decided to crumble them and add them in mini cups. And I had to get those all ASAP because they were just samples. But here I am mixing 2 cups of heavy whipping cream with 1 packet of Jell-O in the cheesecake flavor, sugar-free. And I added a dash of vanilla. And I mixed that very well until it became stiff. But make sure to not over blend or it will become a mess. You will not be able to pipe that. So here I am whipping. And don't you just love seeing this? Don't you just love looking at this whipping? It looks beautiful. Here it is, the end result. I added it in my piping bag and I'm getting ready to pipe these samples because I need to get them out ASAP. So here it is again. And this is the Jell-O I used and it's in the cheesecake flavor. So here are my waffles. I topped them with the cheesecake flavor and strawberries. And these are the mini cups that I use for samples. They look so beautiful. They were so cute. Here I am filling them with strawberry filling. And for the strawberry filling, you can use any you like, anything you prefer. I use the one in a can with strawberries so that I can have strawberries and the filling in there. Okay, now I'm gonna add the cheesecake flavor on top, and this is what it looks like. Gorgeous. So now I'm getting ready to make my little cups. Same process. I'm gonna add strawberry filling right on top of the bread. It's okay if you dirty up the cups a little bit. I know it happens, but you know, be as careful as you can because cleaning is not a good thing. It's not easy at all. So let me just fill these and I'll be right back. Oh, and guys, I do give these a little tap just to make sure that the strawberry layer is pretty even on top of the cake. I mean, don't tap it so hard, but just give it a good tap, and this is how it looks. It looks so pretty. here comes the ugly part, guys. Cleaning the little cups. And it's so hard. So make sure you have a good technique down, because I'm still trying to get mine down. I just grab a napkin and I clean it all around. Just make sure that, you know, that you don't see a lot of red, because the cheesecake filling will definitely cover it up a little bit, but if you have a lot of red, then it will mix in with the cheesecake filling. So just give it a good clean and you're set. So here I am. I'm going to whip a whole bottle of whipping cream. And in this case, I'm going to use 2 Jell-O boxes in the cheesecake flavor as well. And this is going to make a whipping cream very stiff, a lot more stiffer than if it was like whipping cream, just whipping cream. So let's do this. Oh, and guys, I forgot to mention, before you do this, make sure you put your whipping cream in the freezer for about 15 minutes. So it's very cold, because that makes this process a lot easier. And see, this is the result you want. But for this result, you want your whipping cream to be very cold. So put it in the freezer for about 15 minutes and you should be good. So I'm putting it in my piping bag right now. My technique is not all there yet, but if you have any tips for me, let me know. This is very hard to pipe out. It's very thick. So here I am piping into 1 little cup. I believe the first ones are the hardest ones to make, but after you get a little bit of it, you'll be good. And I'm sorry about this videos, guys, but I had to switch cameras and it's not all that good quality, because my camera died. But here you go. This is what it looks like. It looks so pretty. I really love these little cups, and I know they've been a hit. Everybody that has seen them just loves them, and everybody that has tried them loves them even more. I mean, everybody in my household loves them. Everybody that has tried these loves them. So guys, definitely try them. So I do top it off with half a strawberry, and I also just dip it in my strawberry filling. You can use strawberry glaze or whatever you like best. But this is what I'm using, and I just top off the cup with that. You don't have to do it, but I think it looks really pretty. So this is the end results. I definitely love it, and it is worth the time. It's worth the effort. Let me know if you try it. Let me know how you like this video. This is my very first video on YouTube. So let me know if you have any tips for me to do it better. But let me know how much you love my little cups. Thank you for watching.